At just a young age, young Sheldon star Raegan Revord has already proven herself to be more than just a talented actress. As Missy Cooper, Sheldon's sharp-tongued, quick-witted twin sister, she's often the emotional heart of the show, grounding her genius brother's eccentricities with humor and humanity. But off-screen, Raegan is just as intriguing, especially when it comes to her love for reading. Known among fans for her thoughtful social media posts about literature, Raegan has long championed the joy of storytelling, often encouraging her followers to pick up a book and discover new worlds. Her taste in literature spans genres, time periods, and moods, reflecting not only her creative spirit, but also her empathy and curiosity. Here's a deeper look at 4 of Raegan Revord's favorite books, and what they reveal about her personality beyond the screen. 1. To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee, a story of compassion and courage. Few novels capture the essence of moral courage quite like Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird. Set in the racially divided American South during the 1930s, it's a timeless story about empathy, justice, and standing up for what's right, themes that clearly resonate with Raegan. Raegan has mentioned this book multiple times as one that deeply moved her. It's easy to see why. Through the eyes of young Scout Finch, the novel explores what it means to confront prejudice with grace and understanding. Much like Scout, Raegan grew up in front of millions of viewers, learning, growing, and asking big questions about the world. In many ways, Scout and Missy Cooper share a kinship. Both are intelligent, outspoken, and fiercely protective of the people they love. For Raegan, To Kill a Mockingbird isn't just an American classic, it's a mirror that reflects her values. It's about seeing the world through another person's eyes, a perspective every actor and every compassionate human strives to master. Raegan once said in an interview that she's drawn to books that make her feel something real. Harper Lee's novel does exactly that, showing her generation that empathy is the truest form of strength. 2. The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak, The Power of Words. If To Kill a Mockingbird taught Raegan about empathy, then The Book Thief showed her the power of language itself. This haunting, poetic novel follows Liesl Memminger, a young girl in Nazi Germany who finds solace in stealing and reading books. Told from the perspective of death itself, The Book Thief is a celebration of words, stories, and the resilience of the human spirit even in the darkest of times. It's a book that doesn't just tell a story, it reminds readers why stories matter. Raegan, who's both an actress and an aspiring writer, connects deeply to that message. In various interviews and posts, she's talked about how reading fuels her imagination and helps her understand different characters and emotions. Like Liesl, she sees books as portals, ways to step into other lives, eras, and worlds. What's fascinating is how The Book Thief aligns with her artistic journey. Acting, after all, is another form of storytelling. Each line of dialogue, like each word on Zusak's page, carries meaning and emotion. Both Liesl and Raegan know what it means to use stories as survival, not in a literal sense, but as a means to make sense of chaos and find beauty in humanity. 3. Little Women by Louisa May Alcott, Dreams, Sisterhood, and Growing Up. Raegan Revord grew up in a world that sometimes feels light years away from the cozy 19th century setting of Little Women. Yet the novel's themes of ambition, love, and sisterhood are timeless. Jo March, in particular, is a character that many young artists admire, and Raegan is no exception. Little Women follows the 4 March sisters, Meg, Jo, Bate, and Amy, as they navigate childhood, womanhood, and everything in between. For Raegan, who portrays a young girl growing up under the spotlight, Alcott's classic may hit especially close to home. Like Jo, Raegan is creative, independent, and unafraid to defy expectations. In interviews, Raegan has expressed admiration for strong, imaginative female characters, ones who don't fit into a box but create their own path. Jo March is the blueprint for that kind of spirit. Whether she's writing stories, standing up for herself, or challenging societal norms, Jo's fierce determination mirrors Raegan's approach to her career and life. There's also a deeper connection. Young Sheldon itself often explores themes of family bonds and personal growth. Much like the March sisters, the Coopers have their ups and downs, but they're united by love. Little Women reminds Raegan and her fans that growing up is messy but beautiful, and that every stage of life deserves to be lived with heart. 4. The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, Magic, Mystery, and Imagination. Of all the books Raegan loves, The Night Circus might be the one that best showcases her creative soul. This modern fantasy masterpiece transports readers to a mysterious, black-and-white circus that appears only at night, filled with illusionists, magicians, and star-crossed lovers trapped in a game of destiny. Raegan has often talked about her fascination with magical realism, stories where the extraordinary feels ordinary and dreams come to life. Morgenstern's lush, lyrical prose and intricate world-building make The Night Circus an artist's dream. It's a book that celebrates creativity in its purest form. The circus itself is an art installation made of imagination, a living metaphor for storytelling. It's easy to picture Raegan curled up with this book between filming days, losing herself in its shimmering atmosphere. What stands out most, though, is how The Night Circus reflects Raegan's artistic duality. She's grounded yet dreamy, logical yet full of wonder. Playing Missy Cooper may require sharp comedic timing, but reading novels like this reveals the poetic side of her personality, the one that sees beauty in mystery and magic in everyday life. A mind that reads beyond the lines. These 4 books, To Kill a Mockingbird, The Book Thief, Little Women, and The Night Circus, might seem wildly different, but together they form a portrait of a young artist who loves depth, empathy, and imagination. Through these stories, Raegan Revord isn't just reading, she's learning how to be human. Each book speaks to a different part of her. The moral heart, Mockingbird; the storyteller, Book Thief; the dreamer, Little Women; and the visionary, Night Circus. In an era where attention spans are shrinking, Raegan's passion for books is refreshing, a reminder that even in Hollywood, intellect and artistry go hand in hand. She's not just portraying characters on screen, she's constantly studying them on the page. And perhaps that's what makes Raegan so special. Like the heroines in her favorite novels, she's growing, questioning, and creating her own story, one chapter at a time.